where I'm heading to Wyoming Blockchain Symposium.
We've come so far.
Yep.
Where the people from Federal Reserve come to crypto conference.
So I'm getting down from the top of the mountain. It's freaking scary.
Bitcoin's going to 150 to 200 by the end of the year.
And the next step, obviously networking.
And I met this wonderful person here.
And the most important fact that I learned from the conference, the tokenization of assets is the next era of crypto.
I'm finally heading out to Wyoming Symposium. It's going to happen in Jackson Hole. It's one of the most prestigious events in blockchain space. Today is Monday. Welcome. A new week starts, and I start this week from a journey to beautiful state of Wyoming, where I'm heading to Wyoming Blockchain Symposium. It will be a 3-day event. There are going to be people from different industries coming in, mostly from blockchain, fintech, as well as some investors. Very curious about the event. The agenda is packed. A lot of very heavy speakers coming. Anthony Scaramucci is coming, Jack Mallers, Eric Trump. Very curious to hear what they're gonna say about the industry, and I'm gonna shoot this journey and share it with you. I can't wait to get there. Hopefully I'm not gonna have a plane delayed, but as usually there is a traffic on the way to the airport, but it should be very fun. Looking forward to share this story with you.
I made it to Wyoming. The mood is great, the weather is great. Everyone is super excited. Looks like there were a few people on the plane coming from Chicago to the Wyoming Blockchain Symposium. Everyone is taking a picture. Amazing views. Can't wait to get to the hotel and hop on the conference. The agenda starts tonight already. The first thing I did is bought a hat. It's pretty sunny right here. And before we head to the hotel, pick up the badge, I think it's gonna be nice to have a souvenir. Always do that, always grab a hat to the place I go, because hats could be used anywhere you go, especially for someone like me who hates the direct sun. Looking forward to get the first welcome conference event today. I think it starts like 7 o'clock or something, and I'm gonna keep everyone posted how it's gonna go. It is beautiful here. Couldn't find a better place to do a conference. Of course, we'll see what's the value of the conference itself. But so far I can say the organization is top notch. People are updating all the time. A shuttle that just drives you around the village, drops you at your hotel or Airbnb, anywhere you want. It's very convenient, and it's kudos to the organizers. Good job. SALT group, you guys doing a good job. Thank you. I just got spotted a moose. I mean, what else can you expect from Jackson Hole, Wyoming? It's insane. Just walking down the street from the lunch and just seeing the guy just eating stuff. Unbelievable. It's incredible how crazy the wildlife can be. So I'm right here next to the hotels, and the moose walked in and just decided he wanted to eat some leaf strap. And now there's a car. This lady was afraid to get into the car because it was so close. Registration booths. What a place to do a conference here in Wyoming. The weather is amazing, the crowd is great, the organization is just top notch. The people are friendly, they talk to you, they share the story. No one is getting, like closed up, they talk.
share what they do. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. Be glad to be sharing this story with you. So make sure you watch this video till the end. There's a lot more good stuff coming. Watch this till the end.
Can we do that? Finally got Anthony
Look, it's leaving.
Scaramucci here. We have another person here, very famous guy whose name I don't really know. Yeah, thank you guys for organizing this event. This has been amazing. It's just a start. I'm looking forward to Wyoming.
Very disappointed with the camera angle. You got me looking like a fucking midget. How about I do this? I'll do this. Carlos,
Carlos, get it out. Right? Hey, more guys.
Finally, the important person is coming.
Certain heads
More bold people.
This is the right haircut.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. I'm super happy to hang out with you. This is awesome.
welcome.
So I'm getting down from the top of the mountain in the doldrum during the night. And I'll tell you that it's freaking scary. Losing my shit here by myself. It's dark, you don't see anything. You're just on your own. So I decided to shot a video so I don't get scared so much. But it's just very interesting experience. Not something I've ever experienced before. A little bit scary. Nah, it's freaking a lot of scary, but now we're gonna get down safely. Pray for me.
The view of this place is just unbelievable. The mountains. Fresh air. Oh, this is day 2, and that's how it starts. Officially, it's kind of day 1, where the real agenda going to start popping up. We have very good speakers today. Very excited to get to the conference right now. And the goal for this day is to get as much education as possible about the industry, what's happening in the next couple of months and probably years. And the next step, obviously, networking. There are going to be a few heavy hitters coming to a conference today. We're going to have Tom Lee coming in. I really want to meet the guy. He's talking about the Ethereum treasury, and he's raising billions and billions of dollars to build a treasury company on Ethereum. Well, not on Ethereum. He basically wants to buy Ethereum on the treasury company, the same as Michael Saylor did for Bitcoin. And he wants to do the same with Ethereum. We're going to see how it's going to go. Networking is really the key. That's what this conference is about. There are a few people here, and all these people are very concentrated in like small places, and that's what's cool about the conference. Really, anywhere you go, you're going to have a networking event. You go to a restaurant, there are people from the conference there. You go to a bar, there are people from the conference there. And you go into the shuttle bus, there are people from the conference there. So you technically cannot miss people. And everywhere you say hi, and that's how the conversation starts. So I'm looking forward to this day today, and let's go. Yesterday's day was a blast. I met people who launched their meme coin and made a fortune. I met people who invested in Kraken, one of the most sophisticated American-based exchanges for crypto. They were like round A or seed round investors. Also got a chance finally to meet Anthony Scaramucci. Such a cool dude. Spent a good time together. Chatted about political situation. Of course, he likes to talk about politics. On the other hand, I met a few venture funds who are interested to invest in crypto and Bitcoin mining, but they're still kind of sitting on the fence and trying to figure out if this is the right investment for them and for their strategy. So in general, it's very cool because there's no doubt about Bitcoin being a dominant crypto asset, and there's no doubt about it to dominate the market going forward.
And obviously people don't even think about it to disappear ever. That's a completely different stance that I heard in other conferences, financial conferences that I visited in the last couple of years. Because usually people kind of make fun of Bitcoin people. You know, they look at us as non-professional, small niche investment industry, and now they are changing their mind, which is good to know. It means the long-term feasibility and long-term growth of Bitcoin as a network and as an investment class just going to go up. There will be a few politicians today at the conference. One of them going to be Tim Scott. I think it's a 10 o'clock talk, and probably he's going to share some good inside information with the audience, which I will share definitely with you. So stay tuned. I will be updating as much as possible, and of course, one of my goals is also to get educated myself as well. I'm coming to pick up my badge first.
That's all right. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah.
This is the main stage where most of the event's going to be happening. A lot of sponsors, and still a lot of room. The party was pretty hard, so people haven't woken up yet.
And when we had the idea to launch this event a couple years ago, we were looking for an anchor partner to join us in this endeavor, and Kraken stepped up to the plate. Has been an incredible partner for us. We're also investors in Kraken on the SkyBridge side of the house, so that works out really well. And Kraken also recently relocated its headquarters to Cheyenne, so they're all in on Wyoming in addition to having the SPDI charter and all that. So I want to thank a few people. I want to thank just the state of Wyoming, or Wyoming Inc. as I call it. A lot of different people in Wyoming who have been very supportive of this event and have allowed us to be successful with the symposium. One, Senator Lummis and her team. So Senator Lummis has been a great champion of the crypto industry and of Bitcoin in Congress. Her team is also incredible behind the scenes. Chris Land, in particular, has been incredibly supportive and helpful in bringing great speakers here to the event and helping us in a lot of different ways. I want to thank a bunch of our Grand Teton sponsors, Avalanche, a global partner of ours, who we have some exciting announcements coming up today relating to the Wyoming stable token, some fun tokenization efforts that we're working on with them, and some other stuff which we're really excited about. Input Output, Charles Hoskinson, great champion of Wyoming as well.
We have a shortened time, it looks like, so why don't you dive right in? I think everyone knows Arjun Sethi. He is the co-CEO of Kraken and also the chair of Tri Capital. And of course, Anthony Scaramucci needs no introduction. I want to touch on a couple of...
Is that good or bad?
It's a good day, crazy. But why don't we start with you, Arjun? I mean, I think, you know, this is about the state of the digital assets industry. I think the one big catalyst has been the change in regulatory environment
against the new source of liquidity. I just think that we're so early in the ecosystem. What's going to happen across not just Bitcoin but the rest of DeFi? It's really hard to fathom what's going to happen in 6 months to a year. It's more about like how can we continue to race to support all that development that's out there. And so when people say like, oh, I think it'll be a store of value, I think they're thinking very zero sum, which is like, hey, gold's worth this much. Okay, well, like it could, you know, we could be, you know, 100x, 1,000x, or more of that in terms of like the value of all these assets are going to be.
And when I think about competition, I think about the impediments to competition. Typically, competition does not happen when those who have a monopoly on our financial system, they walk in the door and they lock it behind them. And they find ways through a lot of forces, sometimes lobbyists, sometimes lawmakers, to create this whole intricate schemes web that prevents competition from seeing the light of day. When that happens, we all lose. And so also one of the things I'd like to do is to have more competition by, I've said it several times, innovate before you regulate. That's important because competition needs time to grow up. And if you're crawling, you need time to walk. And if you're walking, you need time to to run. If you're running, you need time to drive and fly. The only way for all that to happen is to create an environment that is actually conducive for taking the calculated risk, failing, and then getting it right. It's the notion that has made America the greatest place to do business on the planet. It's this notion of capitalism, this creative destruction. For that to actually happen, we need to empower people to want to take the risk. And to want to take the risk here means we have to attract more capital here. So number one, you got to have the rules of the road set. Number two, you have to have the players in place, not just in Congress, but in the administration. And I know you guys have Mickey Bowman in a little while, sometime today or tomorrow. What a fantastic person who understands the importance of democratization.
Without Bitcoin miners. So in my opinion, we have 4 of the very best companies, public companies here in this space globally. 4 of the largest companies. We have, in particular, 4 of the best executives, strategic thinkers in this sector. So let's start right here next to with Matt Schultz, the CEO of FleetSpark, and we'll go down the line.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me. My name is Matt Schultz. I'm the co-founder, executive chairman, and as of a week ago, returning CEO of the company. We started as an energy company 15 years ago with a portfolio of technologies on energy generation and distributed energy resource management systems that we've evolved to become, I would say, one of the largest Bitcoin miners on U.S. soil. We have 50 exahash across this capacity, and we have just over 1 gigawatt of electricity in our contracted pipeline, with about 1.2 gigawatts behind that. And as Mike mentioned, similar to a treasury company, we sit on 12,500 Bitcoin that we mined all of those. So we've also grown to take opportunities to monetize our Bitcoin through different, we have a digital asset management trading desk. So I'm excited to be here, excited to the conversation.
Any of the listed miners last month. Very low cost of power, all of which means we have a very high profitability on the Bitcoin mining side of the business, which gives us a great platform as we look to expand in the other verticals. And then on the AI side, if you consistently look around the industry, you will hear that the pinch point in this industry is around land and power. And we have over 3 gigawatts in the existing portfolio that we've announced, a lot in the development portfolio sitting behind that. And when you look at some of the people, particularly in the neo cloud space, Nebius, 200 megawatts operating today, 1 gigawatt secured. CoreWeave, 500 megawatts today, recently bought Core Scientific because they see the pinch point, or attempted to buy Core Scientific, I should say. Does they see the pinch point is on landing power? We're very well positioned, given our portfolio, to be able to play both in that space as well as this co-location thing.
We're partnered with one of the largest companies in the world. They have approximately 15% stake in our company. They're the largest shareholder. And I've contracted 500 megawatts out of 1.15 total gigawatts. So I have basically double the capacity offer. And I'm a CFO, so I can't resist, so I have to leave you with this. But if I contract all that up, really cocktail napkin math, it's $1 billion of EBITDA. Digital Realty, Equinix, big data center companies trade at 20 times EBITDA. So billion times 20, $20 billion. It's going to take me about $8 billion of debt to do that. That's 12 billion of equity market cap, and I've got 500 million shares outstanding. That is a $25 stock. The stock is at $9 today. It's still cheap.
All right, guys, we're out of time. I'm going to make one final prediction. I do think Bitcoin's going to 150 to 200 by the end of the year. I think that means everybody on this stage, for everybody's in a lot of potential. And so that is investment advice.
Our titles could be put on chain and make it much more efficient to process them and everything. So he did, and he had a company that was doing that. But so that wasn't a security. It was on chain and all that, very centralized. That's not a security. And so I think the analysis has to be different. If you look at how we itself, the orange itself is not a security. The orange tree was not a security, but the gestalt around it of, the organization and the promises made and all that according to the Supreme Court, that was a security, but the individual components are not. And so we cannot go about looking at oranges, the tokens themselves, as necessarily being security. I know there's a difference in circuits, and we've seen with respect to some of at the district court level on the federal side, how some of this analysis, maybe different ways.
Hello, everyone. I think it's time to make a midday conclusion. The conference is going very well. We just had a speech from a member of Federal Reserve, which is very bullish conversation about bringing innovation to Federal Reserve, to financial system. It was just awesome. I got a chance to meet Paul Atkins, chairman of SEC. I can't explain you the feeling I got. I was literally walking through the hallway, and chairman was walking out from some networking room. He was passing by me, and instead of just ignoring and just walking away, he smiled and basically asked, "How is everything? What's going on?" And enjoying the conference. I said, "Hi," and just moved. And, in that quick conversation, I really felt like this person is a good leader, and I think that's what we lacked with Gary Gensler, the former SEC chairman. And after that, I had an opportunity to sit at chairman's one-on-one session where he was talking about new rules, about how important it is to get the rule writing and make sure that we are not enforcing the stuff that is not actually written yet. And that was just, breath of fresh air. So I'm very excited about that as well. In general, there's a lot of good people in the conference, mostly people from crypto, but there's a lot of people from traditional finance sector. They are looking into crypto as an asset class. They're looking to allocate more and more money into this space, which couldn't be more bullish, I'll be honest with you. This is just awesome. And I'm sure that you guys watching the crypto prices, the prices are volatile, but I can tell you for sure that crypto is here to stay. And the most important fact that I learned from the conference so far is the tokenization of assets is the next era of crypto. Basically use cases of crypto in real life. And that's what's just fascinating. I think people wanted to have use cases in 2017, 2018, 2020, and they're not enough. But now we're getting to have more real use cases, especially with tokenization. Anthony Scaramucci's fund just announced a new tokenization vehicle. They're going to tokenize new assets, real assets on blockchain, and that's just awesome. I hope you're enjoying this video. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff to share with you, and I would like to show it to you, and stay tuned and watch this video till then. Just got an opportunity to meet legendary investor Tom Lee. You probably know him from CNBC. He's a big bull on Bitcoin. We had an opportunity to chat a couple of minutes and congratulated him with his raise to buy Ethereum to his treasury company. And I told him that I'm actually doing Bitcoin, and he was like, "Listen, I like Bitcoin, and let's see what he has to say."
With you?
Yeah, I just want to get my badge.
Yeah.
Where'd you get your badge?
Let me show.
It took a minute to think about this and what I got on the conference, and I think my main conclusion from it is tokenization. Everything going to be tokenized, every asset class. And I think that's going to provide a heck of a lot of liquidity for everyone, for any industry, be it real estate, diamonds, art. We already had kind of full start with NFTs, but I think this time it's actually going to be a real thing. So I can see Wall Street coming into this, and these guys like liquidity. So it's curious to know your thoughts on tokenization. What do you guys think? If it's something that going to be stay or going to be another flop as NFTs or ICOs, please leave a comment below.
You can do business with Galaxy a lot of different ways. As I mentioned, full service financial institution. So, SkyBridge has done business on the sales and trading side and lending and borrowing, and then we're an asset management client. What are you seeing today? Or new? Is it, what does that new client call look like? Like how has that evolved over the course of the last, 6 months, 12 months?
That's a good question. I think, if you were to just look at our quarterly filings, you're going to see AUM is going up, custody and staking is going up, right? New clients, AUM, notional value, trading volumes, counterparties. Look, it's all going great for a bull market. I think the more interesting, to some degree, observation is we used to only have a handful of SkyBridge-like clients who were, they're trading with a desk, they're getting borrows, some asset management things, they're outsourcing to our business. And I think now we have dozens.
This is another networking event. And we need to make sure we meet as many people as possible so we can do some business. So let's try if we can get an interview with these guys.
All right, so I'm here at the conference in Wyoming, Jackson Hole, and I'm meeting great people, I'll be honest with you. This man is very special because he loves the same football club or soccer club that I do. So introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Federico Jost. I'm a partner at Blue Opal Capital.
Federico, how do you like the conference so far?
The conference has been great. Really good content, really good people. Great networking as well.
What struck you most? Because I got fascinated with tokenization, and I can see a lot of focus on that from the panels that we go to. What do you think, since you spend so much time in venture capital?
So I think tokenization is important, especially in venture, right? Because when you have a company that issues tokens, then you get the ability to get liquidity, which is typically something that is, that is very rare in venture. So I think that's a good thing. I was also, very, very impressed about the positive attitude right now from, the policymakers towards the crypto and blockchain, which I think is a big change from the prior administration. So hopefully this will continue to, fuel the industry.
I agree with you. You know what's crazy part? I read Wall Street Journal every morning. I opened Wall Street Journal this morning, and they said, what's up this week, right? And they have they talk about, they're going to be a meeting here in Jackson Hole with Federal Reserve, and then they put that they're going to be a speech today from a member of Federal Reserve at this conference, and I'm like, oh my God, we've come so far.
Yep.
Where the people from Federal Reserve come to crypto conferences to do speeches, and now Wall Street Journal covers it as a newsworthy event, not just like, we just stole money again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that in general the industry, had its down, these bad actors like every industry in the world, but the reality is that the majority of the people are actually trying to do something that has a use case and makes sense and will help society in general. So it's good that the government and the policymakers have changed the way that they look at the blockchain and crypto in general, and are now supporting it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for doing this interview with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
The subscribers we're gonna leave a link to your fund in the comments, so make sure you check it. Thank you.
Thank you.
To Afterparty event. There's more networking. All what I can say, this conference is about networking. So I hope to meet some new people and to eventually do some business in the future.
I met this wonderful person here. It's just the story he has is just amazing. That's why I'm so excited about this conference, because the people you meet are just, you never know who you're going to meet. Introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm K Money, content creator, comedian, and crypto maxi.
Awesome. How did you get yourself into crypto?
Got into crypto because most comedians are poor, and I definitely fit into that bucket. And around 2020, COVID happened, so I started making more content online, and I just wanted to, make a big change for my future. And so I've known about Bitcoin, and I was like, instead of ignoring this, because I've known about it for since 2017, the price has only gone up. I was like, let me just pay attention to this, and I started buying Bitcoin, started buying Ethereum, and then I suddenly became more involved in it. And then once I started doing like on-chain trading, I became obsessed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Would you say that crypto has changed your life?
Yes.
Why would that? Like, what is it? Is it people? Is it community? Is it money? What is it?
Literally all of the above. The money's great, obviously.
Right.
The community is great because you have like a lot of like-minded individuals that all have like diverse, different backgrounds, but all have this like belief in like the future and like in self-sovereignty and in independence and privacy and like all these like beautiful fundamentals that crypto has to offer. So yeah, I think the community is like probably like the money's great. Like you come for the money, you stay for the community.
This is awesome. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you.
Do you think it's still too late to get into crypto?
No.
Guys, it's never too late to get into crypto. Never too late to get into innovation. Stay tuned. There are going to be more interviews like this coming. Check me out.
Eyes and sometimes see you in the shadows of this smoke-filled room. No telling how many tears I've sat here and cried, or how many lies that I've lied, telling my poor heart you'll come back someday. Oh, but I'll be alright as long as there's light from a neon moon. And if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely. Watch your broken dreams dancing out of the beams of a neon moon.
This is the end of day 2. Pretty tired. We had a lot of events. If I had to sum up this conference into one word, I'll probably call it networking. The number of people I met, probably over a dozen today, maybe another dozen yesterday. And this is just the people who are connected and the people we may do business with. There's a couple other dozens of people who are not connected to my business. Oh God, it's a mountainous area. I've been walking all day. So hard. But anyway, there are probably a couple other dozens that we still can do business with eventually. But so far, so good. A little bit tired, but I think it's definitely worth it. Every bit of it. Looking forward to today, next day, and I'm getting into my place. This is the conference of networking. Nice people, everyone very friendly. That's what I like about crypto industry, blockchain industry, that people are really friendly. They're not like, trying to kind of be a gatekeeper all the time. Like, honestly, look, they're like a few founders of multi-billion tokens, and we're just sitting talking, and they were giving me advice on how they did that token, did this token work, and why. It's interesting. One guy, I'm not going to name his name, well-known person, he's founded a token that is worth over $2 billion. He said that he's done Bitcoin mining token so early that at that time they were using S5's Bitmain machines. Imagine it, S5s. He said it was like 2013, 14, so it's so early. And he already had that vision of tokenizing Bitcoin hash rate. I really kind of have this idea, which is growing on me, to tokenize hash rates so it can be more available for the companies and people who want to get into Bitcoin mining, who want to participate in this industry without actually going through the hurdles of buying Bitcoin mining machines, paying for electricity, tracking all of it. It's just all this complicated matter. And this conference gives me a confidence and actually expertise. I talked to a few companies who do this to pursue the idea of tokenizing hash rate, tokenizing the mining compute. I'm curious to hear about this from you guys. If you guys have any opinion about it, please drop it in the comments below, or honestly, just send me a note in LinkedIn and Twitter. I really respond to everything. I don't have that many subscribers right now, so I can respond to everything. But this idea of token for hash rate has been growing on me, I'll be honest with you. And after today's day, I understand that tokenization of assets is the path. That's what I see going to be the next wave. So we had like the ICO era, we had NFT era, we had the era of Bitcoin, now we have an era of treasury companies, and I think the next thing going to be tokenizations of assets. Very excited about it. Still have to process all of it. Take notes from a conference. I usually take notes after the day of the conference and put some things that kind of stick into me, because otherwise you really forget. The amount of information that's flowing in your head is just staggering, and if you don't take a note of the information that you believe was valuable, and if you don't fix it on a piece of paper, then you'll forget it tomorrow. And then you're going to have another information like push into your mind, another upload of information, which will substitute the information you got today. So it's very important to make sure that the knowledge you got is not in the present. The knowledge needs to actually influence the acts or actions you're going to do in the future. That's why I need to take notes. So let me go ahead and do notes. But in general, this day has been very successful. I met a few fund managers, met people who tokenize assets, strengthened our relationship with Anthony. Anthony Scaramucci is such a guy. He's really very, very open to just, have conversations about anything. And his opinions are so actually drastic, and they so aggressive. He likes to kind of get you thinking. He likes to have a debate. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. It's my first vlog, and if this video are gonna be popular and people gonna like this format, I'm gonna do more of this, because I do travel a lot to conferences. I do meet a lot of different people, and we got an opportunity to meet with some of them today, and I want to bring more of this to you guys, because not all of you have an opportunity to travel all the time and go to these conferences, so I'd like to share that with you. Thank you, and see you.